Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Bunkovite here for MMOBomb.com, and welcome to our first impressions of America's Army Proving Grounds, the fourth installment of the popular America's Army series, developed by Army Game Studio. Now, America's Army Proving Grounds is a tactical FPS that combines squad-based gameplay in a series of 6v6 and 12v12 maps. Now, I just jumped into a match here, as you can see, and before I'm able to actually begin, we have to wait for a new round. It sort of follows the Counter-Strike rule set in that once you died, you're out of the game permanently until you revive the next round. However, what you can also do is be revived during the round by any of your teammates. They sort of act as pseudo-medics. Once you are revived once and you're down yet again, that is it, you're out. Not only can you revive other teammates, you can also bandage yourself. So when you get hit, you'll have a little bit of your life taken out, and you can bandage some of that life and sort of get it back if you hit I during that period. But that takes time. You may need to weigh that against just trying to kill someone or get into an area where you may not take damage. As you can see there, you get taken out quite quickly. We're just spectating here. We only have Nativo left on our team. Looks like we didn't do so well starting out, but this is the first round, so it could be anybody's game here. We're currently looking at a team size of about 8 on 8, and the team sizes can go up to 12 on 12, like I said, so 24 people in total. Now, as you notice there, what happened was one of our teammates there, we failed, number one, but one of our teammates there sort of got handcuffed or zip tied behind his back. That's neutralizing a enemy. Once you've downed an individual, you can actually go up to them just like if you were going to go up to an ally to heal them. You go up to them to sort of zip tie them, and this prevents them from being healed after 5 seconds, which means that they're completely out of the game. If everybody was healed yet again, a 24 on 24 becomes basically a 48 on 48, or 12 on 12 rather, becomes a 24 on 24 because of the fact that everybody gets sort of a second win. Although they don't get it at full life, they get it at whatever life they had when they were taken out. Now, the game is currently in open beta on Steam, so you can go there and download it at your heart's pleasure. Overall, it's been fairly stable. There have been several crashes, and occasionally you might see an FPS diff. But overall, the quality of the game is quite good. A lot of these sort of particle effects are nice. The previous America's Army 3, rather, used the Unreal 3 engine, and I'm not actually quite sure what Proving Ground uses, although I can say the actual models themselves, as well as the lighting effects, are quite good. As you can see, this guy is out of here. Now I'm going to come here, and as you can see, I'm going to zip tie him, and then I'm just going to come back over here, and I can bandage myself. Nope, looks like there's nothing to bandage. Alright, so now that I've been talking, I can kind of actually focus on what's going on here. So you can crawl, you can go prone, you can also sort of crouch down as well.
Cover me, reloading.
Alright, so there's a guy around that corner. Now I have access to a few different types of grenades and utilities, and if I don't die, I'll show them to you. Oh, I thought I killed him. Oh, I totally thought I killed him. I cannot believe he is alive. He's going to zip tie me. He's secured me now, and I was hoping he would bleed out. I can't even, I thought I had taken him out. Sometimes you get unlucky with your bullets. As you can see, it's not completely realistic. This guy's getting strangled from behind. Poor Nativo. He was the guy from last round. There we go. Let's take some out at least here. How are we looking on ping? Everybody's ping seems to be okay. You do get access to a server browser, so you can choose between different maps and modes. Hardcore mode, normal mode, which is I believe what we're playing right now, since I'm sort of a noob in this respect. But it's still, even on normal mode, is very competitive and very difficult to succeed just on your own unless you're really lucky and you're able to flank somebody. Normally you'd have the VoIP on. There is built-in integrated VoIP, and your success, I would say arguably, very much depends on your ability to communicate. You can have lesser amounts of people on your team, but be highly coordinated and sort of call out where they're going from, and that would enable you to actually win because you'll be able to be there to revive your teammates and cover for each other as you zip tie your other opponents. If you don't zip tie them, they forever remain in that perpetual state of alive, so anybody anytime can come get them beforehand. Alright, so the loadout there, which you saw briefly before we actually began, I'll show it just a little bit more. You don't really get too much time to actually set it up, but the loadout allows you to choose between different weapon types. Currently, there aren't very many weapons. The game obviously just came out into open beta, but there are 4 weapons or so. There is a machine gun, a sniper rifle, the assault rifle, and the shotgun. And then you have about 3 different types of grenades: flash grenade, smoke grenade, fog grenade, and then frag.
I'm out. Reloading.
Let's see if that, is there a guy down there? I'll go ahead and throw a grenade down there just to be sure. He could have had another person behind him. As you can see, there's a nice particle effect there, and you can kind of look down here to see if there's anybody. I don't see anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and zip tie him up. As you can see, I have one guy covering for me as I come down. I'm on the first floor now. Looking for a guy. Oh, I saw a guy over there, so I'm going to run right behind him as quickly as possible here. Hopefully he won't see me. I want to try to flank him. Oh, God. Let's see if we can get him, guys. There we go. Suppressive fire. I didn't actually get... Oh, I did get the kill. Sometimes it looks like the hit markers don't actually go through, but you will get the kill. In fact, when you're spectating someone who may have a higher ping than you, sometimes it won't look like you're actually shooting at them. Alright, so as you can see there, we're about double amount of people they have, but remember, they can revive, and if they revive, it'll basically refill that amount. Now, I do know there's a guy around here. I can hear him. Like the glass. By the way, this glass, you can actually break individual parts of it, which is pretty cool. Now, if I was to actually run out of ammo, which you can do so, you have 4 clips, and it just basically allows you to reload an entire clip. You want to keep the ammo as long as possible. Oh! Shot in the face there, white-handedly. Alright, so we got some people here. Hopefully one of them will revive me. As you can see, this guy here, he's inching towards me. He wants to get the revive as much as possible. Nope, he's not going to revive me. Well, screw you. Now you're going to spectate target 74, and it'll give you this nice little graphic on your screen to indicate that you've been revived. Alright, there. Unfortunately, I haven't found any kind of way to lean. E and Q do not lean. But you can use emotes to actually say, hey, I'm covering you, or I'm behind you. And the characters themselves will also just... This guy's over here in this corner. Let's go ahead and secure you. You look like you're having a good nap there, but I'll secure you anyways. We'll come back over this way and see what actually happens. Now, this is the other way you can win, of course. This is sort of like tiebreaker. One team can run with the flag back. That's the original objective, while the other team is supposed to defend against that. So if they're able to complete that, obviously they'll win the round. I have seen people do it without barely killing anybody, just basically straight for the flag, and upon capturing it, won the game. Now, I thought we took the flag. I don't know where we took it to, though. I thought... Wasn't there... Where's that guy with the flag?
Reloading.
We took it, right? Where is it? Okay, here he comes. Man, I got here like way faster than you. Alright, so there's going to be the mission success. Ah, nice little sprint there into the air. Look at that. Sometimes they'll bug out, and it's pretty funny because they'll actually like twitch and their bodies will string out, and you'll be like, oh, it's mutant or something like that. But as you can see here, I had 1 kill and 2 deaths overall for the rounds I played. Now, like I mentioned here is your loadouts. You can change the scope type. You can't really change the secondary pistol right now. I believe they're going to be adding more stuff additionally as you move on. So there we go. Go ahead and confirm. And as you can see, I'm now using the machine gun. Now, this thing goes crazy. That's crazy recoil if you're not secured down to a side. You can sort of crouch next to something, and if it's an applicable source of height, you can actually put your weapon up against it and use it as a brace, you know, like you can in other sort of cover-based shooters. So it's very nice. You can also duck behind it too, which is useful. I'm going to use this sort of crossfire against here. Look for any opponents. Don't see anybody yet. It really helps to be familiar with the maps because, as you can see, you don't really get a mini-map. You just kind of get something proportionate to, or, you know, oh, don't fall off there. I almost flew off. You get it something in relation to where you are to your teammates. So it's really, really useful to sort of call out to your teammates what is going on. Alright, so I'm going to provide a little bit of long range. You can kind of see we had one guy go down over there. There's an intense firefight going on inside right now. Nobody's on the outside though, so let's go ahead and move a little bit towards our teammates. Maybe I can go up. I really wish I understood where I was going. I can't go there, okay. They're all apparently going down. I'm in a bad spot. I should learn these maps a little bit better. Alright, so let's come down here. Oh, these are nice hardwood floors. Man, I want this in my house. Remind me to get those if I ever build a house and I'm capable of having that much money to do fancy things like that. Alright. Also, I have to really mention that the sound effects are done extremely well. People in the distance, you can really hear how far away the actual bullets are, and you know the different types of guns. You can tell different guns are being shot. Looks like we've gotten a revive on the team, so we got some points for that. Nice team points. Okay, I'm gonna come down here, and wow, this map is huge. This is why you stay with everybody else. If you go off on your lone wolf, fights tend to gravitate towards one area once people see things actually coming down. Although I have seen stalemates across long spans of space. However, it looks like we are... Look at that computer screen. What are they playing on there? Anybody recognize that picture? If you do, let me know. I wonder if it's from... I wish I could kill that. Well, I'm sorry for just running around and doing nothing that round. But that gives you sort of an idea. Now, the way this works is you go up to 9, the best of 9 rounds. So obviously, if you're winning, you know, 6-2 or 5-4, you will win the game. It does go to 9 though, if necessary. Now, let me go ahead then and switch to the sniper rifles. You can see that you can go from a more close-range scope to a long-range scope. A lot of the different maps just will actually necessitate a shorter-range scope, just because, for example, in this area, you're not going to be shooting as far. Versus the road map, or the, bridge, you actually get a fairly long stretch of long space that you have to shoot across, and will use a larger scope to do so. Additional, let's see, is there anybody come over there? Additional weapons should be coming out soon. There is a new update called Rapid Fielding Initiative, which is supposed to come in late October. It will bring about a Halloween map, as well as a few new game updates, which hopefully will bring some new weaponry as well. Currently, you don't get anything else besides the variations of the scopes for the weapons and the 4 weapon types that you get access to. And that's one thing that I really wish they would add more, because it would add a little bit more variety to your gameplay. Because if you only, like, say, for example, play assault rifles, it can get pretty annoying just having one type and never having any diversity. Did I see a guy there? Oh, that's just a plant. Never mind, guys. That's just a plant. Oh. Alright, so there's a guy there. He's trying to... Oh, got him! Suppressive fire. Alright. Looks like it did not kill him, though. It just did a little bit of damage. Is he going to come back? We'll see.
Enemy contact.
Does not appear to be. Alright, I'm going to go to crouch here. Gonna move across. Throw a grenade.
Frag out.
I did throw a grenade. You can also crouch slide. Guy's down. Ah, run! Okay, coming around here in the corner. Sorry about that, guys. Throw one of my utility grenades here, which is a flashbang.
I'm out. Reloading.
I like how he uses 2 clips there to reload. It's quite nice. Nice little fancy effects. Fancy animations. Like the deagle spin to win. Okay, let's come up here, see if we can find something else. I am not going in that front door. Oh, whoa. Okay, so I've gotten hit there. I'm going to come around this corner. I'm going to heal real quick. It's going to heal up the last bit of percentage there, so I get my full 75% back. Guy's gone. He's down below, I believe. Now, they can hear your footsteps, so it is advantageous to crouch when possible. I think I hear a guy coming up top. Can't shoot me through that. Hey, buddy. Hi, how are you? You can stop shooting at me. Stop. You can stop. Get out. Stop! Alright, 2%. Alright, I'm healed back up. No! Grenade! He finally grenaded me. Alright, well, I was able to take that guy out. But unfortunately, we failed the mission there at the very end. I did get a guy there. Let's go ahead and stick with the team this time, see if we can net ourselves a kill, or a few kills, that is. I do feel good whenever I get, you know, a particular set of kills in one round, like 2 kills. I'm like, yes, 2 kills, awesome. All right, so we go back to the normal gun here, because I seem to do the best with this, and we'll see how it goes. It does seem like the game lags just a tad bit when it first starts, but then it clears up quite nicely. Honestly, the game is completely free to play. That's one thing I should have talked about a little bit earlier. There's absolutely no cash shop in the game whatsoever. There's no cosmetic items for you to get, although there is sort of badges and awards that you've noticed I've accrued. And in fact, at the end of this round, you should see it. It gives me like an entire tally of my points and how well I did, you know, and if I've leveled up or what have you. I haven't seen any unlocks that you get from that, but I have also not seen anything that you can purchase with real cash, nor have I seen any type of cash shop or anything alluding to that. So this is completely balanced in the sense that you're not going to be able to pay for anything in order to get bonus items or weapons or damage. And from the sense of, are the weapons themselves balanced? That's a different discussion left up to people who play the game more, honestly. I could argue that everything feels fairly balanced.
I'm out, reloading.
Everything does feel fairly balanced, although I argue that arguably the shotgun is, let's go into that guy anyway. Although I would argue that the shotgun is sort of useless in the sense that, there we go, got that guy, and I also got the guy around the corner. But I need to heal myself really quickly because I took a lot of damage there before I lose out entirely. Alright, so I have covered and assisted. Oh, sorry buddy. You can, there is friendly fire in the game, so you do have to watch out for that. Alright, now let's see if I can come here. And I'm going to revive some of my teammates. Come back, buddies. You too. Challenge coin earned. And I even got some achievements. Nice. I'm going to reload here. Get 8 more bullets, but it did use one of my clips. I can pull off clips, like I said before, for my teammates just by going up through them and hitting E. Seems like everybody has ammo, but not for themselves. And I think I may have clutched this game for us, guys. Got a couple of kills there, 3 kills, I believe, along with a couple of revives. Now, if I can only stay alive to the end of the match. No! Alright, guys, come over here real quick. Oh! Mission success! We killed each other! Look at that, guys. What an epic finale. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead. 3-3. It's going to be close. So let's see if we can actually pull this out. I wish that it didn't require best of 9. I would think like best of 5 would be a good amount, because when it gets to best of 9, you're on the same actual map for quite a long time. There is a large diversity of maps. I've seen at least 4 maps so far, 4 to 5 maps, which arguably, you know, with the size and scope and all the different directions that you can actually approach things, they are large and they are sort of ambitious. They're not your typical really close-minded Call of Duty style maps. You know, there's a lot of detail, as you can see, down to stuff that I cannot read. What language is that? I feel incredibly stupid by not knowing. It's got a piggy. That's a nice piggy. Soltera Starti, I don't know. Soltera Stariguo. Sorry. I'm just like some America's Army dude. Oh, I'm just going to read this stuff in a different country. What kind of soldier am I if I don't even know what country I'm in? Alright, let's come up here. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. I have been noticing that the longer I play, the more sort of occasional lag I experience. I'm not sure if that's due to like a memory leak of that. Hey, buddy. Let's go ahead and secure you. I'm not sure if that is due to a memory leak, because I did have it at one time tell me that I had ran out of video memory with the 670 GTX, and this game is not that requiresome. Oh, they did take our flag.
I'm out, reloading.
Trying to like, this guy was somehow trying to like muffle kill me or something. Alright, well that's fine. Alright, so they did take our flag here. Let's see if we can secure this. I am risking life and limb by being out in the open here. You can sprint indefinitely, which is sort of nice, but at the same time not realistic. Usually, let's come up here. This is where they have to come to deposit the flag. Oh, what? They're shooting me. Wait. That guy was shooting in the air. How the hell did he kill me? What? How did that even happen? This guy here, 6-0. Oh, we may have had some hacker. So I did see a hacker in an early round. It was pretty much blatant. He was hacking looks from different directions, and we'll see if this is the case with this guy. It's kind of really disheartening to see hacking this early, especially for a game that's still in quote-unquote, you know, open beta. So I don't know if they're using some of the same net code that they were previously. Why don't we go for funsies? Why don't we go with the shotgun, see if we can get ourselves a kill with the shotgun here, just to sort of finalize our first look. Defend the flag, block extract. We can do that. who's doing some laundry in here. Man, these are some huge industrial... Start!
Cover me,
Okay.
reloading.
Got your 6, move up.
Alright, I'm moving up. Got my shotgun here. So of course with the shotgun I have to get close range. None of this trying to fire from afar, which means I shouldn't be going that way. Climb down this ladder here. That's a nice feature. I can just easily climb down. None of that long. See, like little attention to details like this. Like the team behind America's Army, Army Games Studio, they've been making America's Army for quite some time. Oh! Oh dang. Please kill him. Don't let him live. Don't let him live. Revive me so I can use my shotgun. Let me live another day. Come on, buddy. There you go.
All patched up.
Come on! Come on! Oh, that's too bad. Alright, well, hopefully next round. Looks like we kind of just got destroyed this round. And that Gee guy here, let's see here. He's up to 11-0. Yeah. Kind of thinking there's a little bit of some hacking going on here. Let's pay attention to the kill ratio here. Looks like, he did get kicked finally. So that is nice. They do kick. I have noticed that even if your team has a hacker, the enemies actually work together, or the enemy team rather, works together to remove those hackers as soon as it's brought to the attention. But it is really disheartening to see hackers at such an early state of an open beta. Hopefully there is something that developers can patch about that to fix. This is one little thing I was mentioning where you can't really tell where they're actually aiming because it just seems like they're aiming all over the place. Come on, man! Get him! Oh, so close. He had the flag too. Come on. Alright, there's one more. Okay. So how many were we? Oh, they still have so many with them, guys. I am somehow in first place though, with 7 deaths and 8 kills. And if you notice, LJK707, 13 and 7, he is in second place, although he's mainly focusing on kills. But I have been focusing on sort of helping the team, being a team player, and you notice you get just as many kills. Just as many points there. This guy here is getting suppressed. The team is working together to try to take him out. You do get additional points for suppressive fire here. And they're trying to flank him as best as possible. And they're bringing up the teammates again. They're reviving them. They're bringing back in the match. This is what you're supposed to do. One guy, no matter how good of a shot is, he's not going to hold up against the might of 6 or 7 people shooting him at once. Although he did manage to clip somebody enough so that they bled out. Alright, so 3-5 there. So that is the enemy team has won the match. And that is going to conclude this gameplay. So, you've seen a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad, but also you get to see the top performers, how everybody has done. It does award points at the end, and you get this rank. So far, all I can see is that the rank just sort of shows the teammates, hey, I played this for this amount of time, I am this good, etc. But you do get to see sort of your achievements here. Not sure if these translate yet over to the Steam profiles or achievements, but you do get access to all the usual sort of Steam amenities, like being able to invite players to play with you and then getting the whole Steam server list and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, if you're interested in a squad-based tactical shooter that's been developed and perfected over the years in different iterations, I highly recommend checking out America's Army Proving Grounds. If you guys want to learn more about the game, check down below at MMOBomb.com for the full game profile. Until next time, this has been Spunkify. Spunkify out. Later, guys.